Hey, what's up guys? Okay, coming at you today with a bit of a hack. Hack sounds bad. Let's go with tip. I just thought of this as I'm working my way through it. So where should I start? Okay, door belt moldings. Okay, for those of you that don't know, these go here. Okay, so just inside your window or outside your window seal. Now, the way that these are supposed to go on your car is through these little white plastic washers. They're kind of they're more than a washer. They got an ever so slight, well, I'll show you one in a sec. But anyway, and they're riveted on your car, okay? Now, in one of my other videos, I mentioned that this car had some real funny, well, door belt moldings, tie downs. I don't even know what you want to call these. So I'm not a body man, so I don't know. These must be some sort of a body fix deal. So someone had jammed these into the door belt molding. I think what they did is they actually drilled bigger holes in the top of the door where the rivets should go, and they ran these threaded, I don't even know, these are like wing nut flux capacitors. I'm not sure what the hell they're called, and then they ran these stupid little 1/4 inch nuts on the end of them that you literally, I could get it 3 of them. The 4th took me 3 hours to get off. I should have just taken the window out, it would have been easier, but what a disaster. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's not many Foxes out there with these on there, but what I do know, there are a lot of Foxes out there, is the tops of these, where the door belt molding goes on this channel, these holes get kind of worked over and oblonged and made bigger. So I've got a little bit of a hack for you on how to fix that. Now, the first thing that you're probably going to think to yourself, if you're like anything like me, so this is what I've already tried, is, well, let's just get a bigger rivet, okay? Because the rivet that you should run in there, let's see here, they're these little tiny 1/8 by 1/16 1/8, whatever they are, gauge, I don't know, but they're a tiny little rivet, okay? Well, this is where those tiny little rivets got me. They pulled right through. I even tried running a longer bodied rivet to hopefully like get a little more oomph underneath the hole. No such luck. So I had to go to these bigger rivets. Now, what ends up happening when you run a bigger rivet, I'm gonna show you one of these washers here. Sorry, I need a third arm or a cameraman. So these are the washers. I think you can see there's an ever so slight small piece of plastic underneath. That sits against the paint. The door belt molding sits in that little groove, and this bigger convexed piece is what holds the door belt molding on. So if you just, well, you got to drill these out a little bit bigger to get a bigger rivet in them. But what ends up happening is you squash this whole deal. So all of a sudden this flat little bumper piece that sits on the paint is squashed in there, and you can't get your door belt molding on it. So the fix to that, sorry, let me see if I can get one of these off here. What I've done is I've taken one of these larger 3/16, what are they diameter? Yeah, 3/16 rivets, okay, and I've put it on my bench grinder and I've ground the top of it down. Now you got to do this ever so delicately, because you go too far, it'll pull right through the washer. You don't go enough and it squashes the washer. So yeah, I can't give you a measurement on this. Well, I could if I got the micrometer out, but anyway, you get the picture. What you want to do is you want to drill a hole through this. Now this is I think it's a 5.0 Resto door belt molding fix kit. Drill a hole so you've still got a little bit of a ledge in there for that rivet to bump up against, and then you can run a bigger rivet in your door. Okay, there's a good look at it from the top. So I can get back to essentially the way this thing should be, stock. So see, this guy fits in there, and I don't have my rivet gun, but anyway, you get the idea. Here's one I've done, okay? And let's kind of fold it up, but you can see I've still got that gap in there that the door belt molding is going to slide into and fit the way it should. So if you're dealing with these door belt moldings and because the trouble with these things, they fly off as you're going down the road, especially as these cars are getting older. Like I say, these holes get oblonged, the rivets come out. These washers, well, they're plastic, so they've got a shelf life on them. This is a workaround for you, okay? So you can run a bigger, a 3/16 inch rivet, and you can still use this, I think it's 5/0 Resto washers to still have your door belt molding on there in a stock fashion. Now, I'm not going to show you putting these on. I'll try to link a video. There's a couple good ones out there. LMR does one, and Brutal does one too. For those of you that aren't following either of those channels, you should, because they got great tutorials. I'll try to link their videos for you so you can see them come on and off. They're dead simple. There's a screw in the back of the door. You pull that Phillips screw out, the door belt molding slides back 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and pops out. So the on and off of them is simple, unless you got those wing nut flux capacitor threaded deals that I don't even know what the hell they're called, but anyway, they're brutal. So hopefully you don't have to deal with those. Anyway, guys, I'm just as I'm working my way through this car, I'm thinking of these little tips and tricks for you. I figure if they help me, they're probably going to help at least 1 or 2 other people out there, so I may as well do a video and mention them to you. So hope this helps some of you folks out there. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning along, and I'll catch you again here real soon. As you can see, got lots going on, so there'll be more tips and tricks coming up, and some updates on everything that's going on here too. So thanks a lot, guys. Catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.